Chosen ones, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like your love life, your relationships, even your deepest desires never seem to fit into what the world calls normal? Have you noticed how intimacy feels heavier, deeper, and sometimes even confusing for you? It's almost as if no one truly understands the way you experience connection. Maybe you felt drained after being close to someone, or even sensed that something was off, though you couldn't explain why. If you've ever felt this way, this message is meant for you, and it has found you at the perfect time. Nothing is by accident. You are here because you are different. You are chosen. Your energy, your spirit, and even your sexuality are wired unlike anyone else's. What you've been going through isn't random. It's part of a divine design that sets you apart from the rest. And tonight, we are going to uncover the real reason why your sex life has never been and will never be like everyone else's. By the end of this video, you will understand why intimacy affects you on such a deep level, how to protect your energy, and how to reclaim the divine power that has always been yours. This message will change the way you see yourself and your relationships forever. Comment 777 right now if you know in your soul this message is speaking to you. Like, subscribe, tap the bell, and share this with another chosen one today. Understanding sexual energy. Chosen one, before we go any deeper, you must first understand what sexual energy truly is. Most people have been taught to see sex as purely physical, just two bodies coming together for pleasure, reproduction, or even out of habit. But for you, it's so much more. Sex is not just a physical act. It is a powerful spiritual exchange, a merging of life forces. When two people come together intimately, they are not only sharing their bodies, but their energy, their emotions, their memories, and even their spiritual essence. Whether you realize it or not, you are entering into a sacred spiritual contract each time you connect with someone on that level. This is where the difference between you and the world becomes clear. Ordinary people can treat sex casually. They can walk away from intimate encounters without feeling deeply affected because their spirit is not as sensitive. They may feel a temporary bond, but it fades quickly. For a chosen one, intimacy is never just casual. Your energy field is more open, more receptive, and far more powerful. When you engage in intimacy, you don't just feel the moment. You absorb everything. You feel the other person's energy, their pain, their trauma, their intentions, and even their hidden darkness. This is why intimacy for you can be so overwhelming. Think about it. Have you ever been with someone and later felt exhausted, emotionally heavy, or even confused about feelings that weren't yours? That is because during intimacy, you didn't just share a moment. You took on their energy as if it were your own. This happens naturally because you are a vessel of light. Your soul radiates at a higher frequency, and others are drawn to it, sometimes even without understanding why. Many are attracted to you not just physically, but spiritually, because your energy nourishes them. Unfortunately, this also means that your energy can be taken, drained, or corrupted if you are not careful. For a chosen one, sexual energy is not neutral. It's either uplifting or destructive. When you connect with someone aligned with your spirit, intimacy becomes healing. It strengthens both of you. It brings clarity, peace, and balance. But when you connect with someone who is spiritually unaligned, intimacy becomes dangerous. It opens the door for chaos, confusion, and even spiritual attack. This is why your sexual experiences have felt not normal. Your spirit knows when something is off, even if your mind or body does not fully understand it. The world teaches people to chase lust, to seek pleasure without purpose. But you Chosen one, were never meant to live by those rules. Your sexuality was given to you as a sacred gift, not just for physical enjoyment, but as a tool for your spiritual journey. Every intimate act you take part in has a ripple effect on your soul. This is why when you connect with someone who carries unresolved pain or darkness, you feel it as if it were your own. Their trauma becomes your burden. Their energy mixes with yours, creating soul ties that can linger long after the physical connection ends. These soul ties are why you may have found yourself thinking about someone you no longer love, or even craving someone who hurt you. It's not just in your head, it's spiritual. Pieces of their energy remain attached to you, binding you on a level you can't see, but deeply feel. This is why walking away from unhealthy relationships feels almost impossible for a chosen one. You are not just breaking a relationship, you are breaking spiritual bonds. Another reason your sexual experiences feel abnormal is because your desires are linked to your divine calling. When you are intimate, you are not only sharing physical pleasure, you are exchanging spiritual power. Your energy carries light that others can feel. To someone whose spirit is wounded or unbalanced, your energy feels like life itself. This makes you a target for people who are lost, broken, or even intentionally destructive. Some may not even care about you as a person. They just crave the light within you. This is why you've encountered partners who seemed loving at first, but later left you drained, broken, or questioning your worth. Chosen one, your sexuality is not something to take lightly. The intensity you feel is proof of who you are and the power you hold. Ordinary people can walk into intimacy without much thought. They can treat it like a game. But you, because of your calling, cannot. The stakes are too high. Every connection shapes your spiritual path. Every exchange either pushes you closer to your divine purpose or pulls you further away. You may have noticed that intimacy affects your mood, your energy, even your spiritual clarity. After being with someone who is unaligned, you might find it harder to pray, meditate, or hear divine guidance. This is not coincidence. Your energy has been disrupted. You've opened a spiritual door that allowed confusion and heaviness to enter. This is why you must be intentional about who you allow into your sacred space. The truth is, your sex life feels different because it is different. You are not here to live by the world's standard of love or desire. You are here to rise above it. Your energy is a force that can heal and create, but only when protected and used in alignment with your higher purpose. The moment you understand this truth, you begin to reclaim your power. So, the next time you feel like no one understands why intimacy feels so complex for you, remember this. You are not broken. You are chosen. Your experiences are meant to awaken you, to teach you discernment, and to guide you toward the relationships and connections that are truly meant for you. Once you understand the sacred nature of your sexuality, you will never see intimacy the same way again. This knowledge is the first step toward true spiritual freedom. The spiritual purpose of your sexuality. Chosen one, now that you understand the nature of sexual energy, it's time to go deeper into why yours feels so different. You see, your sexuality is not random. It was designed by the divine with purpose and intention. Everything about you, your spirit, your gifts, even your desires, serves a higher plan. And this includes your sexual nature. This is why you have never fit into the world's casual way of thinking about relationships or intimacy. You were never meant to. The world has twisted the meaning of sex, turning it into something shallow, something purely physical. Society celebrates lust, temptation, and instant gratification. People are taught to seek pleasure without responsibility, without thought for the spiritual consequences. But for a chosen one, this mindset is dangerous. Your body is a temple, and your spirit is a vessel of light. When you give yourself to someone, you are not just sharing flesh. You are opening the door to your deepest energy and allowing another soul to merge with yours. Sex, when approached with divine alignment, is meant to be a sacred act. It is one of the most powerful ways to connect with another being and, through them, connect with the Creator. When two people are spiritually aligned and joined through love and purpose, intimacy becomes a form of worship. It strengthens not only their bond with each other, but also their connection to the divine. This is the true purpose of sexuality, to bring unity, healing, and spiritual elevation. But here is where the challenge comes in for you, chosen one. Because your energy is so pure and powerful, the consequences of misuse are far greater. What may be a minor mistake for someone else can become a deep wound for you. This is why casual sex feels so destructive to your spirit. It is not because you are weak or overly sensitive, but because you are operating on a higher frequency. Every intimate act carries a weight, and for you, that weight is amplified. Have you ever noticed how, after being intimate with someone who was not right for you, everything in your life seemed to shift? Maybe your thoughts became cloudy, your energy felt scattered, or your spiritual practices became difficult. That is because sexual intimacy creates a powerful spiritual imprint. You are literally absorbing that person's energy, their trauma, and their spiritual state. If they are burdened with darkness, that darkness transfers to you. This is why many chosen ones experience sudden confusion or spiritual attacks after connecting with the wrong partner. It's not your imagination, it's spiritual reality. This is also why soul ties are so significant for you. A soul tie is a spiritual bond formed through intimacy. It can be beautiful when shared with the right person, but when created with someone who is not aligned, it becomes a chain that binds you. Even when the relationship ends, the energy remains. You may find yourself thinking about someone long after they are gone, feeling drawn to them even when you know they are harmful. This pull is not just emotional, it is spiritual. The more soul ties you create, the more fragmented your energy becomes. This is why so many chosen ones struggle with feeling whole or focused after a series of unhealthy relationships. Pieces of your spirit are scattered, attached to people who were never meant to have access to you. The divine never intended for you to be bound to multiple partners who are not aligned with your destiny. This scattering of energy weakens your spiritual power and can even block you from stepping fully into your purpose. The enemy knows this truth very well. One of the enemy's greatest strategies against chosen ones is to corrupt their sexuality. By tempting you into relationships or encounters that are spiritually harmful, the enemy gains access to your energy. This is why lust is such a powerful weapon. It blinds the mind, weakens discernment, and leads you into connections that can destroy your spiritual foundation. Many chosen ones have been delayed or even completely derailed from their divine path because they underestimated the spiritual weight of their intimate relationships. But, chosen one, understand this. Your sexuality is not something to be ashamed of or feared. It is not a curse. It is a gift, one of the most powerful gifts you have been given. When used with wisdom and alignment, it can open doors to spiritual growth, deep healing, and divine partnerships that elevate both you and the other person involved. The key is understanding that your sexuality is sacred. It is a form of spiritual energy that can either build or destroy. When you engage in intimacy with someone who is walking in light, the experience becomes transformative. It brings clarity, strength, and even blessings into your life. This type of union is rare, but when it happens, it serves as a reflection of the Creator's love. It is a taste of divine harmony manifested through two souls becoming one. This is why you cannot give yourself carelessly. The Creator entrusted you with a powerful gift, and with that gift comes responsibility. You must be discerning about who you allow into your sacred space. You must look beyond appearances, beyond charm or attraction, and seek to understand a person's spirit. Are they aligned with your path? Do they share your values and your commitment to growth? Or are they carrying darkness that will only bring chaos into your life? When you choose intimacy wisely, you will find that your sexual energy becomes a source of strength rather than pain. It will help you grow, deepen your connection to the divine, and fulfill your purpose on a higher level. But when you ignore this calling and treat your sexuality casually, the opposite happens. Your energy becomes scattered, your spirit becomes weakened, and you open the door for spiritual attack. Chosen one, your path will never look like everyone else's. While others may indulge in reckless relationships without much consequence, you cannot. The spiritual cost is too high. This is why certain people were removed from your life, even when you didn't understand it at the time. The divine was protecting you from bonds that would have destroyed you. You may have faced heartbreak, betrayal, or loneliness, but every experience has shaped you into who you are today. Each painful encounter was a lesson, guiding you toward deeper wisdom and greater strength. Now, you are being called to rise higher. You are being called to honor your sexuality as the sacred gift it truly is. From this moment forward, see your sexual energy as a form of spiritual currency. Treat it with the same care and reverence you would treat your most valuable possession. Not everyone deserves access to your light. Not everyone can handle the depth of your spirit. When you understand this, you will begin to attract relationships that reflect your worth and repel those who seek to exploit your energy. Your sexuality has a divine purpose: to connect you with the right partner, to heal wounds, to create love that reflects the Creator's vision. Embrace this truth, and you will step into a new level of power and clarity. You will no longer see intimacy as something confusing or destructive, but as a sacred act that aligns with your destiny. This is your calling, chosen one. Honor it and watch your entire life transform. The hidden battle. Spiritual warfare through intimacy. Chosen one, now that you understand the sacred purpose of your sexuality, you must see the other side of the story. The side most people never even realize exists. There is a hidden battle being waged over your energy, and one of the most powerful battlegrounds is intimacy. The world teaches that sex is just pleasure, just fun, just two consenting adults doing what they want. But for you, it is never just that. For you, sex is spiritual, and every time you connect with someone, there is a spiritual transaction taking place. This is why the enemy targets you through your sexual desires, because the enemy knows that if your energy can be corrupted, your divine purpose can be delayed or even destroyed. Understand this, chosen one. Lust is one of the enemy's sharpest weapons. It doesn't just affect your body. It clouds your mind and weakens your discernment. Lust makes you overlook red flags, ignore spiritual warnings, and stay connected to people who are not meant to be in your life. It is a trap, and for chosen ones, it is especially dangerous. The enemy knows that you carry light, power, and divine authority. This makes you a target. Have you ever noticed how certain people seem almost magnetically drawn to you? Sometimes these individuals seem charming and irresistible, almost too good to be true. They shower you with attention and passion in the beginning, making you feel special and desired. But later, you begin to notice something strange. Your energy feels different. You feel exhausted, anxious, or confused after being intimate with them. This is no coincidence. Many of these individuals are what I call spiritual parasites or energetic vampires. They are drawn to your light because they need it to survive. Some of these people don't even consciously realize what they're doing. They are simply operating out of brokenness, trauma, or spiritual emptiness. Being with you makes them feel whole, even temporarily. But the cost is that you end up carrying their pain, their darkness, and their unhealed wounds. For others, however, the intent is far more sinister. There are those who deliberately seek out chosen ones with the purpose of draining their energy. These are people who may be influenced by dark forces, knowingly or unknowingly. They come into your life to tempt you, distract you, and ultimately derail you from your spiritual mission. This is why certain relationships may have felt like an intense storm. Everything started beautifully, but soon there was chaos, constant arguments, emotional manipulation, spiritual confusion. This wasn't just bad luck or a personality clash. It was spiritual warfare. The enemy was using that connection to wear you down, to keep you distracted and weak. While you were caught up in heartbreak and drama, you were unable to focus on your calling or hear the divine guidance meant to lead you forward. Think back on the times when you felt completely lost after an intimate connection ended. The nights you couldn't sleep, the days you felt like you didn't even know yourself anymore. This is because sex creates a soul tie, and when that bond is broken, it leaves wounds that are not just emotional but deeply spiritual. The enemy exploits this pain by whispering lies to you. Lies that you are unworthy, that you are broken, that you will never find true love or healing. These lies keep you trapped in cycles of shame and confusion, making it easier for the enemy to strike again through another unhealthy relationship. Another tactic used in this hidden battle is temptation. The enemy often sends counterfeit partners into your life. People who appear perfect at first glance, but are not aligned with your purpose. These counterfeits mimic what a divine partner might look like, making it hard for you to tell the difference. They might even speak your language, share your interests, and seem to understand your soul. But their true purpose is to keep you from connecting with the person or people who are truly meant for you. This is why discernment is so crucial. You must learn to look beyond appearances and listen to your spirit. Your body might be attracted, your heart might feel attached, but your spirit will always know the truth. Pay attention to how you feel after being with someone. Do you feel lighter, more peaceful and closer to the divine? Or do you feel heavy, confused and distant from your spiritual practices? These feelings are signals that reveal the nature of the connection. When you are intimate with someone unaligned, you may also experience spiritual disturbances. Nightmares, sleep paralysis, or sudden anxiety can all be signs that you've opened a door to dark energies through that connection. Some chosen ones even report feeling watched or attacked spiritually after certain encounters. This is not your imagination. It is evidence of spiritual warfare at work. The enemy knows your weaknesses and will use them against you. If you have a deep desire for love and connection, that longing can be manipulated. If you struggle with loneliness, the enemy will tempt you with temporary comfort that leads to long-term destruction. This is why it is so important to stay spiritually grounded and to protect your energy at all costs. Chosen one, your sexuality is powerful, and with great power comes great responsibility. You are a carrier of divine energy, and not everyone deserves access to that light. The moment you understand that intimacy is a spiritual battlefield, you will begin to approach your relationships with greater wisdom. You will no longer fall for sweet words or superficial charm. Instead, you will listen to your spirit and trust the guidance of the divine. Remember, this battle is not just about you. When you guard your energy, you also protect your purpose and the people you are meant to help. Every time you choose to honor your sacred nature, you strike a blow against the enemy's plans. You rise above the darkness and become a beacon of light for others who are still trapped in confusion. So, be vigilant, chosen one. The enemy will continue to send distractions and temptations, but you are stronger than you know. You have been given the power to discern, to resist, and to overcome. The next time you are faced with temptation, pause and remember the truth. Your body is sacred, your energy is precious, and your destiny is far too important to risk for a moment of pleasure. When you see intimacy as the spiritual battleground it truly is, you will begin to walk in victory and reclaim the power that was always meant to be yours. Recognizing the signs of spiritual misalignment. Chosen one of the most important steps on your journey is learning to recognize when your sexual energy has been compromised and when a relationship or intimate connection is not aligned with your divine path. Spiritual misalignment does not always show itself clearly at first. It can creep in slowly, almost silently, until you begin to feel the effects in ways you may not immediately understand. This is why so many chosen ones struggle for years, carrying pain that they can't put into words, wondering why they feel so different, so drained, or so disconnected from themselves. The first sign of spiritual misalignment often shows up physically. Your body is deeply connected to your spirit, and when your energy is disturbed, it will manifest in your health and vitality. After being intimate with someone who is not aligned, you may notice sudden exhaustion, fatigue that rest cannot fix, or an unexplainable heaviness in your body. Some chosen ones experience strange aches, tension, or even a weakened immune system after certain encounters. It may feel like you are constantly tired or fighting to regain your strength. This is because, during intimacy, energy is exchanged. If that energy is dark or chaotic, it will disrupt the balance of your own body and spirit. Another physical sign is the sudden loss of motivation or passion for things you once cared about. You might notice that your creativity fades, or that your drive to pursue your purpose feels blocked. This happens because spiritual misalignment drains your life force. When someone who is carrying spiritual baggage connects with you, they can unconsciously pull energy from you, leaving you feeling stuck or unable to move forward. Emotional signs are just as important to watch for. After being intimate with someone unaligned, you may begin to feel emotions that do not belong to you. You might wake up feeling sadness, anger, or fear that seems to come from nowhere. This happens because you are absorbing the other person's unresolved pain and trauma. Their emotions become entangled with yours, making it difficult to distinguish what you are truly feeling. Over time, this can lead to confusion and instability, causing you to doubt yourself and question your own worth. Another emotional sign is a pattern of guilt and shame surrounding intimacy. You may find yourself constantly regretting your decisions or feeling unclean after certain encounters. While society tries to normalize casual intimacy, your spirit rejects it because it is out of alignment with who you are. This inner conflict shows up as guilt, and if it is ignored, it can lead to self-sabotage. You might stay in situations you know are harmful simply because you feel too ashamed to walk away. Spiritually, the signs of misalignment are even more profound. When you have been connected to the wrong person, you may notice that your spiritual practices become difficult. Prayer, meditation, or any form of divine connection might feel blocked or distant. It is as if there is a wall between you and the Creator. This is because the energy of that person has attached itself to you, creating interference between your spirit and the divine flow of guidance. Nightmares and disturbing dreams are also common signs of spiritual misalignment. Many chosen ones report having vivid, unsettling dreams after being intimate with someone who carries negative energy. These dreams are warnings, a signal from your spirit that something is not right. Some even experience sleep paralysis or the sensation of being spiritually attacked at night. These experiences are not random. They are evidence of the spiritual doors that were opened through intimacy. You may also notice a shift in your intuition. Before misalignment, your inner voice is strong and clear. You are able to discern what is right for you and what is not. But after being connected with someone unaligned, this inner voice becomes faint or confusing. You may feel unsure about decisions you once felt confident about. This confusion is a tactic used by the enemy to keep you trapped in unhealthy relationships and disconnected from your purpose. Another clear sign is the presence of chaos in your life. When you are aligned with the right person, there is harmony and growth. But when you are connected to the wrong energy, you will see constant drama, arguments, misunderstandings, and turmoil. It will seem as if everything in your life is falling apart at once. This is because the spiritual imbalance is spilling over into every area of your life, disrupting your peace and blocking your blessings. Chosen one. If any of these signs resonate with you, know that you are not alone. Many others on this path have experienced the same struggles and have found their way back to alignment. If you have felt drained, confused, or spiritually distant after an intimate connection, it's not your fault. You are not weak or unworthy. You are chosen, and because of that, your energy is precious. Comment 444 if you have ever experienced these signs and felt unseen or misunderstood. This will not only affirm to yourself that you are awakening, but also let others know they are not walking this path alone. Recognizing these signs is the first step to breaking free. Once you can identify when your energy has been compromised, you can begin to take action to heal and protect yourself. This awareness gives you power. It allows you to see the truth clearly and to make decisions that honor your spirit rather than harm it. You were never meant to live in confusion or bondage. You were created to walk in clarity, strength, and divine alignment. These signs are not here to scare you, but to awaken you. They are reminders that you are set apart and that your journey requires vigilance and discernment. The moment you begin to see these patterns for what they are, you will no longer feel lost. Instead, you will rise above the illusions and take back control of your energy. Awareness brings freedom, and freedom brings healing. From here, you will be ready to move forward into the next phase of your journey, where you will learn how to cleanse, protect, and strengthen your sexual energy so you can fully step into your divine purpose. Healing and protecting your sexual energy. Chosen one, now that you have learned how to recognize the signs of spiritual misalignment, it is time to focus on healing and protecting your sacred sexual energy. This is one of the most important steps in your journey because without proper healing, you remain vulnerable to the same cycles of pain and confusion. Your energy is precious, and it must be guarded with intention. If you do not take control of it, others will continue to take from you. Healing is not only about letting go of the past, but also about reclaiming your power and preparing yourself for the future. The first step in healing is awareness and acknowledgement. You must be willing to face the truth about the connections you've had and how they've affected you. Many chosen ones carry shame or regret because of their past relationships or sexual experiences. They look back and blame themselves for staying too long, trusting too deeply, or ignoring the warning signs. But chosen one, you must understand this. Every experience was a lesson that brought you to this moment of awakening. There is no need for shame. You were walking through a spiritual battlefield without knowing the rules of engagement. Now that you are aware, you can choose differently. Begin by acknowledging every soul tie you've formed. Think of each person you've been intimately connected to and the energy they left behind. Some may have brought joy and growth, while others brought pain and destruction. Both must be acknowledged, because even good connections can leave fragments of energy attached to you if they are not released properly. When you bring these memories to the surface, you take back control. What remains hidden continues to have power over you, but what is brought into the light can finally be healed. The second step is spiritual cleansing. Just as you cleanse your body, you must also cleanse your spirit. Sexual energy is deeply powerful, and when it is mixed with others, it can leave lingering residue. This residue can manifest as emotional baggage, recurring thoughts about past partners, or even physical heaviness. There are several ways to cleanse, and you must choose the methods that resonate most deeply with your spirit. Prayer is one of the most powerful forms of cleansing. Speak directly to the divine and ask for release from every connection that no longer serves you. Be specific. Call each person by name if you need to, and declare that their energy has no power over you. Visualize their presence being cut away from your spirit, leaving you whole and free. Meditation is another powerful tool. Sit in silence, focus on your breath, and imagine a bright light flowing through your body, washing away any darkness or heaviness. See this light breaking every chain, dissolving every tie, and restoring your energy to its pure state. The more you practice, the more you will feel the difference in your body and spirit. Fasting can also help with deep cleansing. When you fast, you are not only disciplining your body, but also sharpening your spirit. Fasting creates a sacred space for clarity and renewal. During this time, avoid distractions and focus on prayer and meditation. You will begin to feel lighter and more connected to the divine flow. Some chosen ones also benefit from physical rituals such as salt baths, smudging with sage, or spending time in nature. Water is a powerful spiritual cleanser. As you bathe, imagine the water carrying away all lingering energies that do not belong to you. Speak affirmations over yourself as you do this, declaring that you are whole, pure, and divinely protected. Once you have begun the process of cleansing, the next step is setting boundaries. This is where many chosen ones struggle, because their compassionate nature makes it difficult to say no. But boundaries are essential for your spiritual safety. Without them, you will continue to attract relationships that drain you. Learn to listen to your intuition when meeting new people. Pay attention not only to what they say, but also to how you feel in their presence. If your spirit feels uneasy, do not ignore it. That discomfort is a warning. You do not owe anyone access to your energy. You have the right to protect yourself even if others do not understand. Boundaries also mean being intentional about physical intimacy. You cannot afford to engage in casual encounters. While the world may try to convince you that it's harmless fun, your spirit knows the truth. Every intimate act creates a connection, and you cannot allow just anyone to have access to your sacred energy. Wait for clarity before sharing yourself with another person. If you're unsure about someone's intentions or spiritual state, Step back until you have peace. Reclaiming your power is the next phase of your healing. For many chosen ones, this involves a period of celibacy or abstinence. This is not about punishment or deprivation. It is about giving yourself time to heal and rebuild. When you step away from physical intimacy for a season, you create space for your spirit to grow stronger. During this time, focus on self-love, spiritual practices, and discovering who you truly are without the influence of others. Celibacy allows you to reset your energy. It breaks the cycles of dependency and teaches you to find fulfillment within yourself and your connection to the divine. When you are no longer driven by physical desires, you gain clarity about what you truly need in a partner. This clarity will protect you from falling into traps set by the enemy. As you reclaim your power, incorporate daily spiritual affirmations into your life. Speak life over yourself every morning and evening. Affirmations such as, "My body is sacred, my energy is protected, and I am whole and complete within myself," help reprogram your mind and spirit. The words you speak carry vibration, and consistent positive declarations will strengthen your spiritual shield. Protection also involves regular spiritual maintenance. Just as you would care for your physical health with proper nutrition and exercise, you must care for your spiritual health. Make prayer, meditation, and reflection part of your daily routine. Surround yourself with uplifting music, books, and teachings that align with your purpose. Avoid environments that feed lust or negative energy, as these can weaken your spiritual defenses. Another powerful form of protection is discernment in relationships. Before allowing someone close to you, take time to truly know them. Look beyond their words and observe their actions. Are they consistent? Do they bring peace into your life or chaos? A person who is truly aligned with you will encourage your growth, respect your boundaries, and support your spiritual journey. Finally, remember that healing is a process, not a one-time event. Some wounds are deep and require time to fully close. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate each step forward, no matter how small it may seem. Even setbacks can be part of your growth if you learn from them and continue moving forward. Chosen one. Protecting your sexual energy is not just about avoiding harm, it is about stepping into your full power. When you are healed and whole, you become a force of light that cannot be shaken. Your relationships become sources of strength instead of pain. Your connection to the divine grows stronger and your purpose becomes clearer. This journey is not easy, but it is worth it. Every act of healing, every boundary you set, every moment you spend in prayer and reflection brings you closer to the life you were created to live. You are not just surviving, you are rising. From this day forward, treat your energy with the reverence it deserves. Protect it fiercely, for it is the key to your destiny. When you guard your sexual energy, you guard your future, your purpose, and your divine inheritance. The higher calling of your sexual energy. Chosen one, now that you have begun to heal and understand how to protect your sexual energy, it's time to embrace the truth about why it is so sacred and why it has been under so much attack. Your sexuality is not just about physical intimacy or personal pleasure. It is a divine instrument, a spiritual force with a higher calling. The Creator designed it to play a vital role in your life's purpose and in the elevation of others around you. This is why the enemy fights so hard to corrupt it. The enemy knows that if your sexual energy is misused, it will scatter your light, weaken your power, and delay your destiny. But when you align this energy with its divine purpose, it becomes a powerful tool for healing, creation, and spiritual growth. You are not like everyone else. Ordinary people can engage in intimacy casually and walk away without much spiritual consequence. But for you, sex is an act of profound spiritual significance. When you share your body, you are also sharing your soul. When done in alignment with divine intention, sexual energy becomes a form of sacred exchange. It is a spiritual dance that unites two souls and draws them closer, not just to each other, but also to the Creator. This is why you feel everything so deeply. Your spirit was designed to experience intimacy as a pathway to higher connection and divine expression. When you're intimate with the right partner, someone who is equally aligned with their purpose, the experience becomes transformative. It brings healing, balance, and clarity to both of you. Your energies combine to create something greater than either of you alone. This kind of union amplifies your spiritual gifts and strengthens your journey. It is not just about pleasure, it is about co-creation. Together, you and your partner manifest a powerful frequency of love and light that ripples outward, blessing everyone who comes into contact with it. This is what people often refer to as a divine union or soul partnership. Such a relationship is rare because it requires both individuals to be spiritually mature and fully awakened. In a divine union, intimacy is never about taking or using. It is about giving, uplifting, and fulfilling the higher purpose that brought you together. This is the type of relationship your spirit has always longed for, even when you couldn't put it into words. Deep down, you've always known that your heart and body were meant for something sacred. The higher calling of your sexual energy also extends beyond romantic relationships. It influences how you create, how you lead, and how you serve others. Sexual energy is life force energy. It is the same energy that fuels your passions, your ideas, and your purpose. When this energy is scattered through unhealthy connections or wasted on meaningless encounters, your focus and drive become weakened. But when it is preserved and directed toward your goals, it becomes a source of incredible power. This is why many great spiritual teachers, leaders, and creators throughout history practiced discipline in their sexual lives. They understood that by protecting this sacred energy, they could channel it into their work and leave a lasting impact on the world. You, chosen one, are being called to do the same. Your life force was never meant to be squandered on fleeting pleasures. It was meant to be cultivated and used to fulfill your divine mission. The enemy has worked tirelessly to convince the world that sex is casual and meaningless because this lie keeps people disconnected from their true power. But you are awakening to the truth. You now know that every intimate act has spiritual consequences, either positive or negative. When you align your sexuality with your higher calling, you step into a state of divine harmony. Your relationships become purposeful, your energy becomes focused, and your spirit becomes unshakable. Imagine, for a moment, what your life will look like when your sexual energy is fully aligned. You will no longer feel drained or confused after intimacy. Instead, you will feel energized, inspired, and deeply connected to your purpose. You will attract a partner who matches your frequency and walks beside you as an equal. Together, you will create love that reflects the Creator's vision for you. This is not a fantasy. It is your destiny. To reach this place, you must continue to guard your energy and remain patient. The right connection will come at the right time. Do not settle for counterfeits or distractions. Remember, your light attracts many, but only a few are truly worthy of your sacred space. While you wait, focus on your growth. Use your sexual energy to fuel your creativity, your spiritual practices, and your mission. Pour it into your work, your dreams, and your divine calling. Chosen one, you were never meant to live an ordinary life or have ordinary relationships. Your sexual energy carries a higher purpose because you are here to rise above the illusions of this world. Every moment of discipline, every boundary you set, every step you take toward alignment brings you closer to the divine union and the life you were created to experience. When you finally walk in this truth, you will see that your sexuality is not a burden, but a blessing. It is a sacred force that, when honored, can bring unimaginable healing and transformation, not just to you, but to everyone connected to you. Embrace this calling with courage and reverence. You have been entrusted with something extraordinary. Use it wisely, and it will guide you to the destiny you were chosen to fulfill. Final message and empowerment. Chosen one, you have come a long way on this journey of understanding your sexual energy, its purpose, and the battles that have been waged against it. By now, you can see that nothing about your experiences has been random. Every moment of confusion, every heartbreak, every relationship that left you feeling drained or broken has been part of a larger plan to awaken you to the truth of who you are. You were never meant to live in the patterns of the world. You were never meant to see your body or your spirit as ordinary. You are set apart, chosen to rise above and walk a path that very few are willing or able to take. You may have been misunderstood, judged, or even shamed for the way you feel and experience intimacy. People around you may not have been able to understand why you take love and relationships so seriously, or why casual intimacy has never brought you peace. That is because they cannot see what you see. They cannot feel what you feel. They are not carrying the same spiritual responsibility that you are. This is why your journey has been so unique and, at times, so challenging. But those very challenges are proof of your calling. The greater the battle, the greater the purpose. It's time to release every ounce of guilt, shame, and regret you've been carrying. Your past does not define you. Those mistakes and painful choices were lessons that shaped you, not prisons to keep you bound. Every experience brought you wisdom and strength, even the ones that hurt the most. You are here now, standing at a turning point in your life, fully aware of the power you hold and ready to use it for good. From this moment forward, you must walk with the understanding that your energy is sacred. You cannot allow just anyone to access it. Your light is valuable, and because of that, many will be drawn to it. Not all with good intentions. Some will come to love and uplift you, while others will come to take and destroy. But now you have the wisdom to tell the difference. Now you can choose with clarity instead of confusion. You have been given a divine mission, and everything you do, including the way you share your body and spirit, plays a role in fulfilling that mission. When you guard your sexual energy, you guard your purpose. When you engage in intimacy with the right person, you amplify your gifts and create something powerful that reaches far beyond yourself. When you engage with the wrong person, you risk giving away pieces of yourself that were never meant to be lost. Do not take this lightly, chosen one. Your life has impact. Your energy influences not only your own path, but the paths of those you are meant to guide and inspire. This is why the enemy has worked so hard to confuse you, distract you, and bind you with unhealthy soul ties. But those chains can no longer hold you. You have the knowledge now, and knowledge brings freedom. As you step into this new season of your life, walk boldly and with purpose. Be intentional about who you let into your circle and your heart. Protect your peace as fiercely as you would protect your life, because in many ways, it is your life. Do not be afraid to set boundaries. Do not feel guilty for saying no to relationships or situations that do not serve your spirit. You do not owe anyone an explanation for protecting your light. The time has come to rise. You are no longer the confused or broken version of yourself who once gave away pieces of your soul without understanding the cost. You are awakened now. You are empowered. You are ready to take back everything that was stolen from you. If you feel this message deeply, comment 999 right now to declare that you are ready to reclaim your power and step into your divine purpose. Let this be a public affirmation that you are no longer living in darkness, confusion, or fear. Chosen one, your journey is far from over. This is only the beginning. As you continue to grow and heal, you will see how every trial you faced was preparing you for greatness. You will see why certain people had to leave your life and why others were sent to guide you. Trust the process, even when you don't fully understand it. The Creator is aligning everything for your highest good. Walk in your truth. Stand firm in your power. Know that your sexuality, your energy, and your very being are sacred. The world may not always understand you, but you're not here to be understood. You are here to shine, to lead, and to awaken others through the light you carry. Your destiny is calling, and now you are ready to answer. Protect your energy, honor your spirit, and remember that you are chosen, not by chance, but by divine design. Your past is forgiven, your present is powerful, and your future is limitless. Rise up and walk boldly into the life that was always meant for you. We have uncovered the truth about sexual energy, how it is far more than physical pleasure. It is spiritual, it is powerful, and for you, it carries divine purpose. You've learned how the enemy uses intimacy as a weapon, sending distractions and counterfeits to steal your focus and weaken your light. You've discovered how to recognize the signs of spiritual misalignment and how to cleanse, heal, and protect yourself from harmful connections. Most importantly, you now know that your sexual energy has a higher calling. It was given to you not just for personal fulfillment, but to help you grow, to manifest love that reflects the Creator's vision, and to fulfill your divine mission on this earth. Carry this wisdom with you. Protect your light fiercely and never again settle for relationships that bring chaos instead of peace. Share this message with others so they too can awaken and rise. If this message has spoken to your soul, like this video, subscribe, tap the bell icon, and comment 777 to affirm your commitment to walk in divine alignment. Remember, you are chosen, you are powerful, your journey is sacred. Rise, protect your energy, and step boldly into the destiny that was written for you since the beginning of time.